All right, so another project that's doing really, really well despite this market is Gents Crochet Club. So if we have a look at OpenSea, just to paint a picture, the mint price was, I think, around 2 Ethereum, and the floor price currently is sitting at 8 ETH. A collection of 975. I think 25 are reserved for the team, so I think it's a collection of 1,000. You can see here they went all the way to 14 Ethereum, but they dipped all the way to 6.5, but they've held pretty stable. I mean, this market is not a market where you're seeing this sort of straight line. Yes, there's a bit of dips and troughs and ups and downs, but this is really, really decent to see. Now, the part of the reason I think for this is that these guys really took a different approach to this. So what they did, first of all, Iman is very well respected in the space. He's been a YouTuber.
So 2021 was a pretty...
Been a YouTuber for about 6 years. Got a huge following, 300,000 followers, consistently posts content and has for the last 6 years, and is very well respected in the space. A very notable guy. So he came out and said that he's doing his own collection, but the way that they did it was that anyone who wanted to be on the mint list had to apply, and then they had a call center, full-time call center phoning you, and they would then phone you and speak to you about the project, ask you about your situation, what you want out of the project, and they actually vetted each and every holder. And what they're trying to build here is like an exclusive club of builders in the space, highly respected people in the space, to try and have a network of people in this Discord that can offer value to each other. So it is sort of a proof-ish type of approach to it, but I've never heard of a project doing that, like phoning each and every single person and vetting them that way. And the way he dressed this and the way that he sort of dressed it up was that he wants to offer long-term value to people that want long-term value. And I really liked it. I think that he's done a great job here, as can be seen by this amazing floor price. I'll just play this for you. Just full disclosure, I'm not in this project. I didn't apply. I'm not in this project. I'm not pumping any bags. I just wanted to bring it to your attention because of how well it's doing. I'll always tell you if I'm in a project. So I'm not going to play the whole thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, imagine this scenario. You buy an NFT project that you have no intention of selling. A short few weeks later, that project's floor 3x's. Still, you have no intention of selling whatsoever. Then something crazy happens. Just a few months later, that project has now 7x and you've actually gotten an offer for it. But even still, you are not willing to sell. Now, my question to you is, what would need to happen for that scenario to become a reality? What would it take for a project to be so valuable that its holders would not sell, even if it's 3x, 5x, 7x, 10x, hell, even 20x? Well, to give you an answer to this question, I'm going to have to tell you a story, because this scenario actually happened before in a different industry, and it was all because of this ticket. Let's go back a few decades in time, back to the 80s. The year was 1981, and American Airlines had just posted a $76 million loss due to the Airline Deregulation Act of 1978 that basically flooded the market with new competition and reduced ticket prices. Now, the same year, American Airlines elected a new president, Robert Crandall, who had the mission of cutting all the losses and leading a massive reconstruction from the ground up. But above all else, American Airlines needed cash, and you needed it quick. Now, if you know anything about what was going on in the economy at that time, you will know that interest rates were incredibly high. So a loan was just not an option. So they had to get creative, and they came up with the idea of raising capital from their own customer pool. So what they did was they sold their wealthiest customers the ultimate travel ticket. It was called the A Air Pass, unlimited first-class tickets forever for only $250,000. Now, 28 lucky passengers were able to get this once-in-a-lifetime deal. Now, a few years later, American Airlines realized that they had made a grave mistake with the pricing.
Okay, so you get the point there. He goes on to say they offered so much value to these passengers that no one ever wanted to sell, right? And that's what he's trying to create here. So I love the way that he dressed it up and the way that he vetted his community. You can see here his personal following on Twitter, 37,000 followers. The Gents Croquet Club following on Twitter, 6,500 followers. And they really have managed to create this sort of closed gate community of curated people that were all vetted, and for the most part have intentions to hold it long term. So yeah, I like it. I think he's done really, really well. There's a shroud of secrecy sort of behind the curtain of the Discord, and I wonder what all of everyone wonders about it. But the truth of the matter is that, I think that this is the way that you approach it. I've always said that if you want a project to succeed, you've got to give your holders, your NFT project to succeed, you've got to give your holders reasons not to sell. And we saw this with Yuga Lab. There was always something to look forward to. Always. Constantly something to look forward to. When you got it, then all of a sudden there was the free dog given to you. Then, your New Mutants were coming out with the serum. Then, then there was ApeCoin. Then there was land. Now we know there's coders. Now they've gone back and said the dogs are getting something, and so on and so forth. So instead of there being like, why should I sell? And you're thinking, oh, I could get 5 Ethereum for my dog or whatever. It's, this is why I don't want to sell, because I know I'm getting this in the future. So yeah, a great project by a great leader, and well done to him. And I think it's really incredibly bullish to see this floor price on a 2 ETH floor, mint, so 5x so far, and sitting pretty steady, which you can see over here, which is incredible. Really, really is. So congratulations and good on him.